From the intern who started an affair with her boss on her first day, to the widow who found love again, to the legendary surgeon who finally won a Harper Avery, Meredith Grey's professional life is only half her story. The other half is written in the complicated, passionate, and often heartbreaking history of her relationships. We all remember McDreamy, but what about the veterinarian, the MRI guy, or the army doc? Over 19 seasons, Meredith Grey's heart has been a battlefield, a sanctuary, and a prize. Today, we are mapping every single landmark. This is the definitive timeline of every man Meredith Grey ever loved, lost, and slept with. Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive into the romantic soul of one of television's most enduring characters. Meredith Grey is more than just a surgeon. She is a character whose love life has been a central artery of Grey's anatomy since its very first heartbeat. Her journey is not just a list of names. It's a narrative of her evolution from a woman overshadowed by her mother's legacy to a powerful individual who learns to love without losing herself. Understanding her relationships is key to understanding her character arc. So, whether you're a longtime fan needing a refresher or a newcomer curious about the hype, this comprehensive timeline will guide you through every significant romantic connection in Meredith's life, from the very first to the most recent. We will explore the how, the why, and the lasting impact of each one. The complete relationship timeline. Our story begins not with a boyfriend, but with a one-night stand that would redefine destiny. Before her first shift as a surgical intern at Seattle Grace Hospital, Meredith Grey met a charming stranger at a bar. Their chemistry was instant and electric. This man, of course, was Dr. Derek Shepherd. But what started as an anonymous, passionate night took a dramatic turn the very next morning when Meredith walked into the hospital and discovered that her dreamy one-night stand was Dr. Derek Shepherd, her new boss, a world-renowned neurosurgeon and attending at the hospital. This revelation set the stage for one of the most iconic, turbulent, and central love stories in television history. Their on-again, off-again relationship, famously hindered by the discovery that Derek was married to Dr. Addison Montgomery, formed the emotional backbone of the show's first 8 seasons. But Derek Shepherd was not the only man in Meredith's life during her intern years. There was George O'Malley, her sweet and kind-hearted friend and roommate. In a moment of profound grief and confusion following her father's visit, Meredith and George crossed a line. Their single, awkward sexual encounter was a catastrophic mistake that damaged their friendship for a long time, teaching Meredith a harsh lesson about the consequences of blurring the lines between friendship and romance. Years later, after a long period of mourning and focusing on her children and career, Meredith tentatively re-entered the world of dating. Her first significant post-Derek connection was with Dr. William Thorpe, a transplant surgeon who was also a widower. Their relationship was built on a shared understanding of loss, but it ultimately highlighted that Meredith was not yet ready to move on. She ended things, realizing she was still comparing everyone to Derek. The next significant figure was Dr. Nathan Riggs, an Army trauma surgeon with a mysterious past connected to Owen Hunt. Riggs was the first man who made Meredith feel a genuine, passionate spark since Derek's death. Their relationship was fraught with external drama, primarily concerning Nathan's missing ex-fiancée, Megan Hunt. When Megan was found alive, Nathan left with her, and Meredith, though heartbroken, handled the departure with a maturity that showed her growth. Following Riggs, there was a brief, fiery attraction to Dr. Atticus Lincoln, an orthopedic surgeon who was initially interested in her sister, Amelia. However, this potential romance fizzled almost as quickly as it began, as they both realized they were better suited as friends, a relationship that has endured. Then came a truly transformative relationship with Dr. Andrew DeLuca. What began as a casual fling evolved into a serious, mature partnership. Andrew saw Meredith for the brilliant, formidable force she was, and was not intimidated by her legacy or her past. He stood by her during her medical license battle and the insurance fraud scandal. Their relationship marked a significant milestone. It was the first time Meredith had allowed herself to fully love someone without the ghost of Derek overshadowing the connection. They loved each other deeply, but the relationship eventually ended amicably as they grew in different directions. After DeLuca, Meredith entered a relationship that surprised many. A reunion with her old flame, Dr. Cormick Hayes. Hayes was a pediatric surgeon from Ireland who, like Meredith, was a widower. They shared a deep bond over their experiences of loss and single parenthood. For a time, they provided each other with comfort and understanding. However, their relationship ultimately revealed that while they could heal together, They weren't necessarily meant to build a future together, and they parted ways. Most recently, Meredith's love life took a new turn with Dr. Nick Marsh, a transplant surgeon from Minnesota whom she first met when he operated on her. After a years-long gap, they reconnected in Boston, and a long-distance relationship blossomed. Nick represents a partner who is her equal not just in surgery, but in life experience. He understands the demands of her career and respects her independence in a way that feels new and sustainable. As of the most recent seasons, this relationship continues to evolve, offering a promise of a future built on mutual respect and contemporary love, rather than the epic, star-crossed passion of her youth. The journey of Meredith Grey's love life is, in essence, the journey of Meredith Grey herself. It is a timeline that charts her path from a lost girl seeking validation to a powerful woman who has learned to stand on her own, choosing partners who complement her life rather than complete it. From the epic, all-consuming love with Derek Shepherd to the mature, equal partnership with Nick Marsh, each relationship has been a chapter in her growth. They have taught her about passion, heartbreak, resilience, and ultimately, about her own strength. Her story proves that love is not a single destination, but a series of connections that shape who we are. If you enjoyed this definitive journey through Meredith Grey's relationship timeline and want more deep dives into your favorite Grey's Anatomy characters and stories, then make sure you are part of our community. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. We have so many more stories to unpack together. Let us know in the comments below. Which of Meredith's relationships did you find the most transformative for her character and why? Thank you for watching.